That was a pretty good win, especially at 8:30 in the morning. What do you
Yeah,
think?
just had to. I had to wake up early and watch that game, but I'll say this: it was a worthwhile getting up that early in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, to watch a Chicago Bears victory. That's
Of
all I gotta
course.
say, man. Like it's just great.
Yeah, I mean, listen. This is this is not our typical, and post game reaction for me, but it felt like it was a special occasion since it is in London. It was in London, and you know, the Chicago
The-
Bears were slight favorites in this game, and took care of business in the most awesome way possible. And listen, man, there's one person to thank. Really, it's this man right here, Caleb Williams, man. Because this dude, listen, he's that guy.
He
He
is.
is the truth. He is the future. We found our quarterback.
Yes,
Insane
sir.
times.
That's great. No, look, all I gotta say is this: the Bears, they took business, right? The Jags have not been a really good team, and we didn't downplay our opponent. We went in there, exploited them. Did not have a first down in the first quarter, which was kind of shaky. We need to get better at being better in the first quarter. I think we need a better script. But I think the Bears played really well, and I'm very, very happy. I have 3 game balls I want to give to. I want to give a game ball to Caleb Williams. Obviously, that you already mentioned that he played really, really well. I had 228 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also had what I really thought was really good was he rushed pretty good,
Yeah,
56
56
yards
yards.
when he really had to. I think he had a long one for like 30 yards. And that's just something that we really like to see for Caleb Williams is like when nothing is open. We saw him throwing the ball out, not taking sacks. I mean, he took a little bit of sacks, but not too much. And then he also used his legs, which was really, really good. He did throw that one bad interception, but I blame Caleb Williams for that because it was a bad throw. But again, I think play calling was kind of bad there because, I mean, just run the ball. I don't understand why we're doing a one man route, TJ Moore. But I think that was solid for Caleb Williams. I think another game ball I got to give to is Cole Kmet. I think Cole Kmet played really, really well. He had 2 receiving touchdowns, and also he was a backup long snapper. And I feel like he played really, really well when it came to those extra points. I think the one bad snap he had was at the end of the game with the field goal attempt. I think it was a little too high, and it kind of hurt Cairo Santos' chances to make the field goal. But it
He
is
missed
what
it.
it is. Yeah, he missed it at the end, but he didn't like the snap wasn't terrible. It just like it wasn't bad. But I think Cole Kmet had a really, really good game. And then another one is Keenan Allen. Shout out to Keenan Allen, man. Like we finally saw that game where Keenan Allen showed that he was very promising, and I was really, really happy with him. He had 2 receiving touchdowns, so that was good. And then one more Bears defense. Like I have 4 game balls actually. The Bears defense, everybody on the defensive side played really well, shut down the run game. Tank Bigsby was a really, really big factor for the Jags, and the Bears defense was able to stop Tank Bigsby and hold Travis Etienne to -1 yards of rushing. Very, very good game from the Bears defense. Shane Waldron, you get also a game ball. Matt Eberflus gets a game ball. Everybody gets a game
Everyone
ball
gets
here
a
in
game
London.
ball.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm just saying, it was really,
Yeah.
really good. And Torrey Taylor too. Let's talk about Torrey Taylor.
Yeah,
He played really
dude.
well too.
He listen,
That punt.
averaging 61 yards, air yards is insane. Like that's in the game too. Like I felt like every time we were backed up, we know for a fact that's going all the way to the 20, the 30, or even sometimes the 10. And
That's good.
oh my gosh, Joe Burrow just hit a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but like,
Anyways, that's
um,
besides the point. Anyways, like, listen, Tari Taylor is that guy. I think another one we have to also. Where was the other person? Listen, another person that we have to, look into and kind of think about giving a game ball to, especially for the last couple of games, is none other than wait, dramatic pause. DeAndre
yeah, I
Swift.
was gonna say that. I was gonna say that too. Yeah, DeAndre Swift played really
DeAndre
well.
Swift, man. you going listen, look at this. Like if you for the viewers that are trying to see, like 30, 42 yards combined for 72 rushing yards in 2 games, right? And then he made a similar performance against the Colts as well. And we were at that point, we were all like, you know what? Maybe it's time to bench him, including me. I am very responsible for this too, where it's like I overreacted, did not let him cook. But I think another thing to really look into is that week 3, that loss against the Colts kind of sparked this 3 game winning streak. And I think it was kind of necessary. Like we won week 1, right? Not no one really paid attention because we won. Week 2 we lost, but it was a close game and it was against Texans. Week 3 we lost to a very inferior opponent, and from there we were questioning Shane Waldron's ability to be an offensive coordinator, DeAndre Swift's ability to run the ball, and then week 4, night and day, night and day different because you have 100+ yards each game for DeAndre Swift. That's insane turnaround, you know? And you got to give credit where credit is due because DeAndre Swift has been balling. He's been getting a lot of slack or getting a lot of stuff at him. And, he's been balling. Same with Shane Waldron today because Shane Waldron, like, you saw a bunch of the play calling that happened, like that one play where I think that was, you could make the argument that could be the play call of the year for the Chicago Bears, was the 2 double fake, pump fake screens, and then the seam route to Cole Kmet. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That there was some plays where, or some highlights of Jordan Love and the Packers doing it. And listen, anything at this point, any creativity in offensive scheming is what is very necessary for this team. And I think slowly but surely Shane Waldron is being more comfortable with allowing Caleb Williams to be responsible with this kind of, play scheme or with this kind of offense. That thing I agree as well is that we have to really work on the first 15 plays because it's pretty funny because I feel like, excuse me, goddamn, the first 15 plays, the fact that there was no 15 script, 15-yard play script, right, was kind of unheard of. It's kind of crazy actually for, being the only team in the NFL to not do that is kind of alarming too. But I feel like after 15 plays of being bad, we just somehow lock in. It makes no sense. It's just the most Bears thing ever where we just do pretty bad and all of a sudden, bang, we lock in. But credit to the defense, credit to, the offensive line. The offensive line held together really well.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Very
I
surprising.
feel like the run game is really, really good. And I think that's really helping Caleb, right? Because we're seeing this and I'll give you a prime example. I know we're gonna get into this tomorrow in the podcast, with other teams, but we're seeing this with Dallas, right? Dallas doesn't have a run game, and we're seeing Dak Prescott struggle because there's no run game. He's forced to throw the ball so many times, and also they don't have weapons, but that's besides the point. We saw that in week 1, 2, and 3. The run game was just not good, and we're finally seeing DeAndre Swift take the next turn, right? The next step, and finally the run game is the run blocking is really, really good. And I think benching Dave Davis was the best move we made when it comes to the offensive line. I think Tevin Jenkins played pretty well. And then I think another thing that the Bears have been doing really, really well is, I would say, their pass protection is really, really well. I really liked it. There was so many plays in the red zone where I saw the Bears corners just knock the balls very active, and I really like that. So all in all, I think the defense is really the catalyst of this team, but also the offense, right? A lot of people are saying we're a defensive team, but no, we're really not. We're really capable of scoring 35, 36 points. We've scored 95 points, I think, in 3 games, the last 3 games. So
that's a good reminder. Actually, I have a stat to pull up, but you go ahead.
24. I think it's not. Yeah, I think it's 95. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this team. I'll say this. It brings me a question that I really want to ask is, what do we do with Khalil Herbert?
I think he's just
Because
gonna be trade off.
I think we have to
Trade.
trade him because look, I like Herbert, but I think we got our pair with DeAndre Swift and Roshan Johnson. I think
Yeah,
we're good on that. We can have Travis Homer as like one of our like third options, and we can probably I don't know. I think we have someone else. I'm not remembering its name, but I think Khalil Herbert. You can maybe get a fifth rounder for him, fourth rounder. I don't know if you get lucky, but
yeah,
he's a solid running back. He just I don't think we don't need another running back, which is a good problem to have. So
right.
I'm happy with that. And look, this bye week, we definitely need to get more healthy. Tyree Stevenson needs to be back. Jaquan Brisker needs to be back. But that's crazy. We still have like no team since week 12 hasn't scored more than 21 points or hasn't scored 21 points on us, which is just crazy to me. And it just speaks loud and volume to Matt Eberflus and Eric Washington and their defense. And it's giving Caleb Williams a chance to win games. And it's letting Caleb Williams also make some mistakes here and there. Because look, he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. When you have a really good defense, it allows your quarterback to not be pressured to, I have to be perfect all the time. And we're seeing that. We saw Caleb Williams make an interception. And guess what the defense did the next play? Force a 3-and-out. And then give
Yeah.
the ball back to Caleb Williams. And he scored a touchdown. So shout out to
Mhm.
Caleb Williams. Look, I've been wrong about him a lot. Like, I'll say this, like I was wrong about him. I was freaking out after week 3, and it's just a reminder to everybody in the sports world, like you gotta be patient when it comes to young quarterbacks. Like for example, the Patriots, they gotta be patient on Drake May, even though he did pretty good today. But everyone has to be patient with their young quarterback. They're gonna make growing pains, growing mistakes, and I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is done growing. He definitely still has some more growing to do, but he's in the right direction, and we finally got our guy. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait, I got an insane stat for you right now. The NS or like a little date, According to Adam Schefter, the NFC North is now the first division since realignment in 2002, since the divisions were all realigned, with all 4 teams having at least 4 wins through 6 weeks. Our the NFC North has turned out to be one of the hottest divisions, and like even these stats are kind of crazy because through 6 weeks, we went from being one of the bottom teams in the NFL for offense to middle of the pack. So imagine with more time and more help, more healthy
wait,
players.
Seattle's number 1.
Yeah, I know it's kind of crazy, but it's kind of crazy. And defensive, we improved as well. We're fourth, top 10 in all
Our
categories.
defense has always been great though.
No, I agree. But then there's also this one as well, where it's Caleb continues to show. I kind of showed this earlier. We were in the middle of talking, but it's okay. Every week, improving, improving, improving. Yes, he took a little dip in passer rating, but that's because of the interception. That's fine. Not a big deal.
Who
But
cares about it? It's like only by 2. Like it's still an improvement. Like 4 touchdowns is like I'm okay with him making mistakes though. Like if he makes those mistakes,
yeah,
it's fine. Like I live with that mistake if he's playing this good. And I
yeah,
know he's not gonna play like this good every week, but he's playing good. The biggest thing is confidence.
right.
Like I've never seen a Bears quarterback this confident.
Yeah,
No, I'm being so
exactly.
serious. Like,
Oh, yeah, no, I agree
and
because
it's just
it's
a good thing to have.
it's refreshing. It feels like, how other you feel like other team when you're watching other quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't feel, a sense of fear every time you throw. Last year, even during the time
But
against Trubisky.
I still feel scared when Justin Fields is throwing the ball. And
Exactly.
I'm a Justin Fields fan.
I've been
And
scared of every time he throws because it doesn't seem natural.
yeah.
But with Caleb, it just feels like he has this a little bravado. He has the confidence. And at 6 weeks into the NFL season, he's just continuously showing why he was drafted number 1 overall. Why, with time, he's able to, put the league on notice. And yes, you have Jaden Daniels as well, where he's also,
He played good.
balling out, doing really well. He almost won against the Ravens too. But,
That's crazy.
that just because the defense and that's a young team, they're still trying to figure out their stuff. But
I'm
Like
excited for that
this
matchup.
draft
I'm just saying
class
that
is
right now.
crazy. It's
Yeah, even Drake
crazy.
May's good. Drake May's
Yeah,
good.
Drake May,
Like,
Spencer Rattler did pretty decent, but the
yeah,
Saints have their own issues. But man, it's what a time. It
2020
was the
draft class
first.
over again.
Yeah, it was, but except like the 2020 draft class, the the fruits were not like fully there until later on, right? Because in the beginning, it felt like majority of the people, like the players, except for like Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow, were busts. Like Tua was looking to be a bust.
Well,
Jordan
Jordan
Love,
Love.
we didn't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like he had to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for like 4 years or something. But
But I see that like think about it. Like I see that with the like I think the Jordan Love, right? He became good because he sat with Aaron Rodgers, right? And that's something good. And I think the Patriots did good. Like they were right to not start Drake May immediately because you don't want to put him in that bad of a situation. You don't want to like raise expectations really high for him because you don't have a good offensive line. And I feel like if he started the year, he would not have put a good game like this. I feel like he would start really, really bad. So I like that what the Patriots did there. But that's going off
yeah,
topic. But I'm really happy for what the Bears are doing with Caleb Williams every week, simplifying the offense, making him play like he does at USC. I heard like the commentator saying that, and it just made me understand like okay, like maybe they're doing what the Commanders are doing with Jaden Daniels, making it like a college offense.
I
Um,
wouldn't say that. I mean, I feel
kind
like
of,
it's not really.
kind of,
It's not really because it's like I don't know. I don't even know. Like I mean, maybe it's because I'm kind of ignorant to this. I'm not really that like well versed into what college offense is like. Like I barely like know like the
no Sam.
playbooks in college football 25. So it's like, but it just doesn't seem like a college offense. I think Caleb is actually running the offense pretty smoothly. He's doing a lot of audibles at the front and the line. You know, he's acting like a veteran. He felt like he's done this for like 6 years rather than 6 weeks. So
Yeah,
listen, we're going into our bye week. We are facing the Commanders as soon as we get back. It's
I
gonna be
think
pretty
okay.
fun.
I'll be honest, like the Commanders should be a win. Like I'm being so serious.
I think it's gonna be a little closer. I'm not really like
oh yeah, no. It's gonna be a close game, but like let's be honest, the Ravens do not have that good of a defense compared to us. I think our defense is better than the Ravens defense. Like it is because their secondary is not that good, and I feel like if our secondary is healthy, and also another thing, like I feel like it's hard to say because I think the Ravens have a really good run offense, but when it comes to the passing game, I don't know. I mean, the Ravens are a good team. I'm not gonna say anything
yeah,
bad about the Ravens, but I'm just saying this. Commanders might be the hardest game out of the three stretch, but you got the Commanders, you got the Cardinals who just got smacked by Jordan Love and the Packers, and then you got no respect to the Patriots, but Drake May, he's pretty good, but he's not gonna be good enough to beat the Bears with this defense. So I'm just saying this. I expect the Bears, the way we're playing, to go into Week 11 against the Green Bay Packers 7-2.
yeah,
I could see us going 6-3 if we lose to the Commanders, but I really don't want to lose to the Commanders, so I say we're going 7-2. I think this is the perfect stretch for the Chicago Bears to go in 7-2. And the thing with the Bears is you got to win games. Like, no, it's not like they're not winning games. They're doing a fantastic job with that, but you know how hard it is in the NFC North.
yeah,
And you know how good the Green Bay Packers are. You know how good the Detroit Lions are. And the Vikings are the biggest surprise, but they're really, really good. Right?
yeah,
So you need to win. Right? Now, next week, it's an interesting matchup because you got the Vikings versus the Lions. And look, we're going to get into this later, like later on the week, but I want to know, would you rather the Vikings go 6-0 or the Lions be 5-1 and the Vikings are 5-1? So I personally would rather have the Vikings and Lions be 5-1, so it'll be a lot easier for us to get to the NFC North top. But I could see the argument where we want the Vikings to win, so that the Lions are the same rank as us. I mean, seeding, but
yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Point differential wise, all four teams are plus 40. Like different point differential in our NFC in the NFC North. It's just
you know what's
insane.
crazy? The Bears and the Vikings. I think we have all elite defenses.
Yeah,
The Lions
that's
have a
crazy.
really good defense too. So like, I'm being so serious. We can see the NFC North all make the playoffs.
Yeah, it
No,
could
I'm
happen.
actually I'm being so serious. I can see like the Bears being the 7th seed, or like the 6th seed, the Packers being the 7th seed, or and the Lions are 5th seed, the Vikings are like I can see all of us going to the NFC, because look, the NFC East, I think only one team in that's gonna be like a really really good. I think one team there is gonna be good, because I think the Cowboys are screwed. I think the Eagles they're shaky. They're not that good, and then the Giants are the Giants. And then we look at the NFC West. I think the Niners will probably win that division. The Seahawks are not looking that good. They're on a 3-game losing streak. The Rams are very unhealthy. Cardinals are just not there yet as a team. They're still tanking. And then you look at the NFC South. I think the NFC South is going to have one playoff team. I'm sorry. Like, I could maybe see two. But I don't think they're better. I don't think any one of those teams are better than the NFC North. So,
No, yeah, I get that. But listen, the Jaguars, yeah, it's a pretty like mid opponent. Let's be really honest with ourselves. But
well, no, not really. I would okay. First of all, I don't like that, because a lot of people had the Jags beating us.
no,
So
no,
like,
no, no. I get that. Because it's London and like I know
yeah,
that
that's what I'm
Jags
saying.
are
They play
like have
better.
Trevor Lawrence and stuff. Like I agree. It wasn't like it's like written in stone like that the Jaguars were going to beat us. But we took care of them. Genuinely
Yeah.
took care of them. So that's why I feel like people should be like, listen, yeah, the record as it stands is 1-4, and now it's 1-5 because we're just one of the teams that they came against and we beat them. That's really it.
Look, they also had they had the injuries on us. Right? We had Tyree Stevenson out. We had Jalen Jones, who's like not that good, but he was our second corner, and then we got
Right.
Jaquan Brisker, who's our probably arguably one of our best, probably our best defender in the secondary. Actually, no, never mind. Sorry, Jalen. I can't not disrespect Jalen Johnson like that. I mean, best safety. Like I'm just saying this. If our defense was a lot more healthier, I don't think the Jags score 16 points.
Yeah.
But hey, look, I'll take 16. I'll take that streak. I think I'm being so serious. I think the streak ends against the Packers. Like, it's gonna end against the Packers, but I think the way I'm seeing it, guys, right now, I think we can beat the Packers.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I hope we do.
no, I think we beat the Packers in Soldier Field. So look, I'll be serious. We're gonna go. I think we have 11-6 as our. I think we can go 11-6, but
But we had
I'll be
okay,
happy
we'll
with.
see. Because the thing is I want to see us play against our division. I think if we can beat our like opponent,
But
like
listen,
division,
listen. Okay, let's just say we handle business. We don't we beat the teams we're supposed to beat. I think we're doing a really good job this year of beating teams that we're supposed to beat. So we're like we go to the Packers game 7-2, right? Let's just say we beat let's just say it's consensus. I think we're gonna split against the Packers. I think this is the year we finally beat the Packers. We're split against the Packers, right? So you're like what? You're 8-3 right there. I think we split against the Vikings too, because the Vikings they're a legit team now, and I think their defense will win them a game, and their offense is still good. So I think it'll be 9-4, and then I think we split against the Lions too, because I don't think we're gonna beat them in Thanksgiving, and I think we'll beat them at home. So I think it'll be that's right now what 10-5, 10-5 right there, and then I think we lose to the Niners. So that's 10-6, and then we beat I think the Seahawks is a winnable game. So that's why I'm saying we go 11-6 this year.
yeah. No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Like,
But
if we could take care of the games that we are supposed to win, right? And we go to the division 3-3, we split against everybody in our division, which is totally possible. That's very, very doable. And
yeah,
by the way, guys, we're doing this live during Sunday Night Football. Daniel Jones just got picked off. Just saying that right now. That's
yeah.
all I gotta say. I had to
I
say
mean,
I
listen.
was saying my take. It was also in the red zone too, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah. I
But
just
yeah,
got it right now. Mine is a little behind, but yeah, I mean, listen.
and he
Anyways,
threw
that's a I
he
guess
threw into triple coverage too. But yeah,
classic. But listen, it's gonna be exciting. We're going to a bye week now, so it's gonna be a little bit less
just rest up.
stressful. And you rest up. Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of a. We have a podcast episodes coming out tomorrow, kind of going over all the teams, what happened.
No,
Yeah,
it comes
stay
out
tuned
Tuesday.
for that.
Comes out Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, the days are just going by. But yeah, I mean, listen, It's gonna be a pretty fun season. It's been 6 weeks so far. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Caleb is 4 wins into this first 6 games. Absurd stuff right now.
Let's see how many yards does he have?
He has like 1,300 something right now. Like I feel like that's like 1,300. But yeah, let me know.
Like, I
Let me
have a
know what
question
you.
right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Well, real quick for the viewers in the comments. Like, comment down below. Who do you guys think is offensive rookie of the year right now? Like,
Oh yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
bias. No bias. We'll give our take real quick, like right now. But right now in the comments, like, just comment down below. Who do you guys think? I think it's between Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. You guys comment that down below. But hey, look, I'll say this right now. No bias. It's very, very close. I'll say
Yeah, it
this. It's
is. It is
very,
insanely close.
very,
I
very
think it will
close.
be close.
I'll go with Caleb. The reason why I'm going with Caleb and is because he has 2 300-yard games, right? He's getting better every week. And if you remove the last 3 games, he's 7-1 in touchdown to interception ratio. And he has 1,317 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 88.7 passing rating. I would go with Caleb, but they also have the same record, so you can't really go with record. But they both haven't been really good teams. I don't know.
I will say this. Okay, I agree. I'll say, but I think as of right now, I think it is Jaden Daniels' award to lose, mainly because Jaden
He's going for
Daniels started off
300.
this. Yeah, I know, but like, listen, the media is gonna be like all over Jaden right now, but
Hey, no,
right
Nick
now,
Wright. We got Nick Wright though. We got Nick Wright.
I mean, I'm talking about most of the media, but
Yeah.
yeah, Jaden's done well, and thing is,
Yeah.
he's so far faced pretty good comp too,
What?
but
Oh, I mean, he's
yeah.
faced like decent comp,
Yeah,
but like
he
he's
faced
not
the
beat
Bucks. He faced the
lost.
Ravens this week, but he
Lost.
lost both. I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. But he's done really well. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
is
true.
pretty much their he's pretty much their MVP right now. Like
Mhm.
there are so many moments where you're like, "Oh my god, he actually did that throw. He made that throw." Or, "Oh my gosh, he actually made that play." He's looking like a pro already. So I wouldn't put it past I think Jaden has the edge or pole position. I just think that by the end of the year it could be Caleb. I really hope it is, but at this point, like I don't think Caleb is even worried about it. I feel like Caleb just wants to win games,
I think
change the
record might.
culture.
I think
No, change
record
the
might
culture
come.
of the Chicago Bears right now.
I think
And
record might come into it, man. Like I really think so. Like I think record will come
so I
into it,
feel
and I
like
think
the
Caleb will win
record,
it.
I think it's gonna come down to next week or like next week. I really
Oh
is.
yeah, I feel like if Caleb beats
Whoever
him, like
wins, I think whoever wins the Bears versus Commanders game is most likely going to be leading MVP. Sorry, for Rookie of the Year, because say both of them have the same amount of stats by the end of the season, right? And they're coming to the point where, or say they have the same record. Okay,
I don't.
somehow.
I see. Here's the thing. I don't see them having the
No,
same
no, no, no.
record.
But here, let's do a thought experiment right now. They both have the
Okay.
same record. They both have the same amount of points. The deciding factor is going to be, well, who won that game when they faced each other. Well, the team that wins is pretty much the tiebreaker. I just
But
feel like
Bryce
that's the
Young beat C.J. Stroud. Like
what
Zach
does that have to
Wilson
do?
beat Trevor Lawrence. Like, but I
No,
guess
I'm
they
not
didn't have the
talking
same
about that. I'm talking
stats.
about when it comes to like this year. Say both of them like do
Yeah.
really well. I'm just saying for
Yeah, I see what you.
rookie of the year. But yeah, okay. I think we've gone over 30 minutes, but like
Yeah, no, I just wanted to
anyways,
bring that up. Yeah.
yeah, all right. I think we kind of talked about it enough. We're very happy. We're both very happy Bears fans. Bear down always. Caleb is our
Yep.
future. I love what I'm seeing. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Is it Caleb or Jaden Daniels in pole position for Rookie of the Year? Let me know, guys, what you guys think about the game. And comment down below anything. We'll see what happens. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe per usual. This has been So Back Sports and Slashing God Next. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.